Here on the outskirts of the capital city, there is a very dedicated group of people, all working very hard towards one goal: getting wounded animals back up on their feet and wings. The Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, run by Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks, is only one of 2 raptor rehabilitation centers in the state. Here, professionals and volunteers work with injured animals, mostly birds of prey, with the goal of returning them to the wild. A job that has just as much risk as it does reward.
In some circumstances, it's certainly better for nature to take its course because, no matter how much we have here in terms of our facilities, the animal isn't going to make it, and stress of bringing that critter in is worse than just leaving it where it's at. But in some circumstances, there's an animal that has had an injury and it's normally human caused. And so in order to kind of mitigate our effect on the wildlife, we have rehabilitation centers that can take in critters that have been hit by cars and other issues.
Issues that often mean the birds can't be returned to the wild. But in those cases, like with this 13-pound golden eagle, the raptors become permanent residents of the center as ambassador birds.
Appreciation leads to support, and wildlife initiatives, humans' interaction with wildlife is all driven by support. And I think that's why we feel that our education programs are so important here, because again, it's impossible to meet any of these species we have without appreciating them. So it leads to a better relationship between humans and our charges here, and that makes a huge difference in their lives.
Big birds take up a lot of space, though, and that space is filling up. A problem the center is trying to address with grants, donations, and help from the Montana Outdoor Legacy Foundation.
What we want to do is give the public more access to viewing these raptors. So we want to have enclosures that face our education center, along with a trail and a viewing area that the public will have access to be able to see these birds up close.
As important as education is, though, the center's main goal is to keep these animals in the wild where they belong. And to do that, they need your help.
So what we want to keep in mind is there's a lot of animals that may not be truly injured or orphaned, and people mistake that, and they'll pick them up and they'll bring them in when they really don't need to be. So the best thing to do would to be calling your local rehab center or an FWP game warden to kind of make that determination.
For more information about Montana's raptor population and the rehabilitation center here at Montana Wild, check out this story on our website. Reporting from Helena, Andy Curtis, MTN News.